Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't seen last night's video, go and check that out. We've got a raffle going on, £1 a ticket for a £600 tool. It's all in aid of Prostate Cancer Research UK. Go and check it out. This is the tool you're going to be winning. It's a Think Tool Light, an amazing bit of kit. Been supplied to us by Impact Diagnostics. Go and check out their site. So it's been supplied by Impact Diagnostics. Thanks very much to Alex for doing that. So let's get into the week. Let's crack some work, see how we go.
Right, so say we've got a Volkswagen up in the workshop. It's come in with an EPC light on the dash. So I've given it a quick scan. Got a throttle body fault in there. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna check the throttle quick. So it was all right when I drove it into the workshop. Now it's gone into limp mode. It won't go past about 1500 revs. So we're gonna go to the bay, strip it down to the throttle body, and run some tests from there. Right, so we've actually identified the fault already, but for the sake of it, we're still going to test the voltages going into the sensor. So the problem is there's a spring inside the throttle body that when you press it down, it's meant to close back up like that. So there's obviously an issue internal with the throttle body. So we will get that out in a minute and have a look inside what the problem is. But for now, we're still going to test the main live and earth going in, and then we've got two lines that power the actual throttle. So let's get to testing. So as you can see, just quickly, we've got our 5V in, and we've got our earth. So we know it's getting power. Plug that in now. Right, so we've got our main power, we've got our main live and earth, we've also got two communication lines, sensor lines, that show the throttle body being open and closed. This is a safety thing that they do, so if one of them's got a short in it, the other one will still pick it up. Their readings are a little bit different, but all in all do the same thing. So yeah, what we'll do, we'll test that now. So when it's closed, throttle body's closed at the moment, it should have 4V, 4.1V. And then when you open it up, it goes to earth. Same with the other one. So so with this one, when it's closed, it should be about 1V. And then when you open it, it goes to about 4.8V. So we know that it's got all of its power. The sensors are all good, showing it's open and closed. So let's get the throttle body out, get it on the desk, take it apart, and confirm what I think we already know, that the spring inside the actual throttle body has gone, which will be hopefully easy enough to replace, and we can just replace the spring. If not, it'll have to be a whole body. But yeah, let's get it out. Right, so we got the throttle body out on the desk, taking it apart, and yeah, as you can see in there, there's a little spring on this one, and it is broken. So we will try and take it apart, see if we can get the spring out by itself, try and save the customer a little bit of money, but if we can't, we will have to replace the whole unit.
So we had a garage phone us up saying, how high is your opening into your garage? So 3 meters. Hold on, I'll go and measure this camper van, see if you can get it in. Yep, no problem. Phone us back up. Yeah, it'll go in. We've got a 1997 Sprinter with a wiper fault and an ABS fault. So, it's a bit old, but you know, okay, we'll have a look. We'll go through it. I'm sure we can get somewhere with it. And this is what's turned up. So, a 1994 Heimer on some sort of Mercedes chassis with some sort of Mercedes switches in there. So 1, it's not a Sprinter. 2, I can't get any wiring diagrams for it. 3, it's some sort of hand-built piece of old stuff. And 4, and it get worked on out. So yeah, that one can go. Unfortunately, I've had to phone them up. Yeah, possibly we might be able to fix the wipers and washers, but the ABS, who knows what system it's got on that. So yeah, tucked up. Waste of my time. So the flooded A4, we've been given the go ahead to get this done for him. So I managed to get another module, comes with a bit of loom. That's all on its way down to us. We've stripped all the interior out of it. Let's show you that. So we've taken all the back seat out, centre console's been lifted up, centre armrest out, all the trims off, all the carpet out. Problem we got, look at all that. So we're going to have to get the wet and dry vacuum in there, suck all that lot out. Obviously water's getting in there from somewhere. What we're going to check, all along the scuttle there, the water comes down here, fills up that scuttle drain, and then meant to drop out the bottom. But what they do, they put a flat bit of rubber in it with a tiny slot at the bottom, so the water falls into that, just drips out slowly, so the customer doesn't see it gushing out through the bottom, think there's a problem with the car. How small that is, leaves and debris all goes in there, and then that's it, it's blocked up. So we'll end up cutting that so it does drain out faster. We'll explain to the customer, if he sees water rushing out the bottom, that's good, because it's not coming in the car. So we'll check all that lot. He's going to need to take this to a roof specialist to make sure the roof is all sealed and everything's working on that. And then, yeah, once we've got it back together, he can have it back. So let's show you the carpet. So we've taken the carpet out. You can see how thick the foam is. What happens is, it all drains to the bottom. And look at that. Got the old wet and dry thing. We suck this for about a minute, and that amount has come out of it. That's going to take days and days and days. We'll hang it, have it drop down, all the water goes to the bottom, suck as much out as we can, then it drops, and we do it again and again and again. That will probably take 2 weeks to dry. So there we go. Carpet's out, all the interior's out. So when the module comes down, we're going to repair that loom, get it all in there, make sure everything's good. That'll be done next week. And yeah, so the hardest part's waiting for this to dry. As soon as that's dry, we can get it back in, get it back to the customer. He can go and get the roof checked, and then jobs are good. So let's start sucking the water out of there, get all the drains done, start that off, got the part on order. We'll show you the repair on that next week. So we're back on the Land Rover, the 110 with a corroded multi-block. So this is the part we've got to repair. What we're going to try and do, cut this insulation out, pull that right out, secure this up to make it a bit easier. What we have got to do though is check that one, and there's another one down there. So let's start getting this stripped, let's get into it, and yeah, not looking forward to it. Right, so we've pulled the wiring up, secured it up a bit. So we know where that bunch is, we know where this bunch is, we know where the radio wiring is. That's a spare. I've actually run the speaker wires through a couple of cables. There we go. I should get that out now so they can go in the right place. Oh, I hate messy wiring. Right, that's that. So this lot was all bundled together with this insulation tape, so we've cut that off. So now we can just start working on this plug, which is a 41. Yeah. So yeah, we can get that one forward. Let's get these ones checked out as well. Now we've got a bit more room on them. Make sure these haven't got corrosion in. And then yeah, we can start getting these ones all joined together as they should be. Right, I'll show you what we're doing. So just pulled that one apart, and that is mint as a mint thing. And you can see inside there, absolutely fine. So the way these work, it joins that bank of 4, then that bank of 3, then that bank of 3, again 3, 3 and 4. So we'll know what to do with this. We will double check that it's exactly the same, but it should just be join 4, join 3, join 4, and then yeah, go from there. So let's just double check that other blue one, but I'm sure that's going to be okay because it looks absolutely mint from the outside. And they literally just push back on, and that joins, let's say, them 3, then them 3, then them 4, same down that side. So start cutting these ones apart. Well, let's double check this one, then we'll start cutting these out, get them repaired. So we've cut these 3 off this plug, we've pulled them all through so we can get to them nice and easy. We've cut them back, and luckily the corrosion hasn't gone down the wiring. That is all lovely, delicious copper. So that is it. Twist them three together. Run some solder down that. And that is it. Proper splice connection. Chop the end off, sleeve him around it, tuck that up there. We'll do 3 or 4. Job's a carrot. Right, we are on to the last one. We are using our trusted IOB battery powered soldering iron. It's got a nice big tip on it. I think it's got a 6mm tip. Holds the heat really well. So right, let's show you how to do it. This one's got 6 wires in it. 3 of them are fairly thick as well. A little bit solder on there so it transfers the heat. Underneath, starts transferring the heat. And it wicks all the way down the copper. And that is it. All 6 all joined together. Then all we've got to do, nip that off. Sleeving or heat shrink, whichever one we want to do. Down that. Secure that up to there. Job's a good one. That is how splices are normally done inside engine looms. The Audi we've got over there with the interior stripped out, that is how they're done. So why they've done it with these things, I don't know. But so yeah, we'll have one there, one over here. Last one's done there. Secure that all back up and start getting it back together. And there we go. She is all back together. All we've got left now is literally got a switch wiring, radio wiring, switch wiring, and we can get all that lot back together and then get this one gone. So yeah, easy as that. So there we go. So what did you do? What have you managed to fix this week?
Is it a competition, is it?
I think so.
You reckon?
You done most last week.
Yeah.
So you got the up, didn't you?
Yeah, the up throttle.
Yeah, managed to get the carpets out of Audi, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we checked the drains on Audi. They weren't blocked, were they?
Yeah, all the bungs have been taken out already. So how it's been filled up with water, we're a bit of a loss.
Yeah, that's a weird one. So where it goes into the scuttle, where it normally would fill up and come out, people knock the drains out. That's already been done. So I reckon this car's been a bit of a flub before. So it's looking like it's got a bit of roof, isn't it?
Must be. It's the only thing it can really be.
Yeah.
This point.
So what we're going to do, we're going to park it up outside, just run a hose over the top of it while we've cleared all the inside out and it's all dry. If we see sort of where it's going in, at least we can give the customer some advice. Go from there. I've nearly finished the Range Rover. And yeah, a few other bits. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. And yeah, stick the old light down and then like that.
It's 80% noise. This job is just noise.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks very much. And we will see you on the next one, won't we?
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!